YouTube, what's up, what's up? Back with another video. Go ahead and like this video, comment, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, all that in different order. I kind of, I ain't got it together when it comes to, you know, starting and the intros and outros to these videos. It's always super awkward to me anyway, so y'all already know, like, comment, subscribe, and we gonna keep moving on, moving forward. I'm still here at the terminal, y'all. I ain't make it away from here because of the tablet. So hopefully it's fixed now and I can move on with that tomorrow. Go ahead and get dispatched or whatever. But just a little story on that. I had to end up going into the shop. They came out here to get my truck a day later, which I ain't tripping on that because I'm not the only truck here, you know what I mean? Like, it's a line, you gotta wait in a line. And they came out, two guys, they got in the truck. I don't know what they did, but they said they fixed it. So once they come get your truck, you know, you go to the lounge or you go do whatever. And when I came back, and the tablet looks exactly the same as when I left. So I looked through it and I noticed that it still had the same little symbols on it showing that it was a problem. As soon as I tried to look at the workflow, it's like a little icon that you click on when you get your loads and stuff like that. So I clicked on that and it said problem detected, switch to paper logs, the same thing it was saying before. So I'm like, maybe they're not done. But anyway, just to be on the safe side, I went ahead and went inside to see what was going on. I spoke with them and I told them, like, yeah, my tablet, they came to fix it, but it's doing the same thing. And the guy was like, he asked me my truck number, he looked it up, he was like, well, it says here that, well, first he said maybe they're not done. And then when he looked up to it, he said, yeah, they done. It says nothing is wrong with it. So instantly I'm frustrated. I'm like, okay, so I'm just at the shop. I just wanted to come to the shop. I'm not making money because nothing's wrong with my tablet. You know, I didn't say that to him because, you know, if somebody's making your food or you need somebody's help, you know, you're at a shipper, you waiting to get unloaded and you start off rude, you know, at that moment they're like they in control on how fast you get in and out of there. So, you know, being rude is not gonna really get you nowhere. But I'm pretty sure my facial expression changed when he said that, because I was just like, come on, bro. So I ended up talking to another guy. Like, he told me just to go talk to them about see what's going on, see can they get somebody else to look at it or whatever. So then the guy ended up getting smart with me, because you gotta write this stuff up when anything is wrong with your truck. You gotta write it up. So he ended up getting smart with me and saying, because when I wrote it up, I was just like, I gave him all the information, like they want your mileage, your truck number, and you know, all the basic information, your driver code and stuff. And I put tablet not working properly or something like that, and it was like, well, they don't know what's wrong with it, how they supposed to fix it. Okay, I explained to the mechanic when he came out what was wrong with it. He asked me what was wrong with it, and I gave him a rundown on what the tablet was doing. So like, it was just, you know how it is, man. I don't know. So at that point, he like, well, I'll get somebody else. Maybe he didn't know he was doing it. I'll get somebody else to come look at it. So then I was like, yeah, that I'm not about to keep waiting on them, because I feel like, what am I doing at the shop with the diesel mechanics? Like, diesel mechanics coming to look at my tablet. Like, I don't know if that's something they know about electronics like that, but I was just like, I feel like nothing was gonna happen anyway. But I was just following directions, you know, that I was told to come bring it to the shop and write it up. So I felt like they had, like, you know, some kind of person that was like an IT person or whatever. I don't know who works with stuff like that, but, you know, that didn't look like a mechanic, you know what I mean? So I ended up calling my DM, and mind you, I never met my DM in person at first. Like, me and my DM had like a rough start, which I think it was more of me being new and not knowing what to expect and nervous and wanting to get home. So I called him, but ever since I got on this dedicated account, like, my DM, he's been very helpful. He's been like, he doesn't bother me. Like, when I do call him, like, he's helpful, you know what I'm saying? So I called him, and he was like, all right, so what's wrong with it? And I told him. He was like, okay, well, I'm gonna try to reach out and I'm gonna call you back. No longer than 20 minutes, he called me back, and he was like, bring your tablet inside, and I guess they're gonna do something with it inside. So I had to go to the DM's office, and that was my first time being in there. I had been in the one in the PA terminal when I first got assigned the truck or whatever. So he told me where they were at in there. So that was my first time even seeing the dude. I've been here 4 months, and he looked like he sound. So I was just like, I kind of walked straight to him, and they had somebody in there. He was like, man, we're gonna reset it and see if that works. He was like, it usually take a little while, so just leave it in here. We'll reset it, and I'll call you back whenever it's finished. So that's what they did, and so we'll see. It looks like some of the problems that was up there, it looked like they went away already, but he was like, it should reset by 12 o'clock tonight. So we'll see what happens. So I just been doing research, a little bit of studying, and it ain't a lot of, I'm pretty sure it is a lot of tanker companies, but I thought it was just gonna be like crazy, like this driving. It ain't crazy, and you need more. You need more, like, to be a tanker, I would say, like, because a lot of companies, it does want hazmat. It is plenty of tankers out there that don't require hazmat, but I haven't really been seeing anything, and a lot of them want a year of experience. So we'll see. Hopefully I'll find something, like, because I'm really to that point. Like, I just don't want to be at this company. Like, I just don't want to be here. Like, I know there's more money out there. I feel like I know, like, being on the account that I'm on, I'm not gonna make more than what I'm making. That's what suck about the Dollar General account at Western Express, is you pretty much make a set pay, so you're not gonna make more. So if you run more, you're not getting paid for it. You know what I mean? So before it gets bad, I'm trying to get away. And I got a little more time to reach that 6 months at the end of October, I believe, and I'm looking now, but I don't want to go to another company pulling the drive-in. So we'll see. If I have to, I have to, because at the end of the day, it's all about the money. But one thing I did want to touch on, enough of that, but you see how I'm sweating? Like, it's hot. And these trucks, I mean, as far as I know, they don't have no APUs, or I just don't know what the heck I'm doing. But I'm pretty sure they don't. And I know, like, the Thermo Kings, the Tri-Packs, all that, you know, that stuff that you see on the side of the truck whenever, you know, trucks pass with APUs on them. You see that little box on the side. We definitely don't have that on the truck. And if the key is turned, like, not in the on position, but like in the middle, however, I guess, like, you can feel like the air will be blowing back here, but it's not like air conditioning. You know what I'm saying? It's just dry air blowing. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, sometimes I feel more hot when it's like that. So what do they expect? My thing is, like, that's another thing. Like, I want to choose a company wisely, because in the summer it gets hot in these trucks. Like, it's just like a car, you know. Imagine sitting in a car with the windows rolled up, no AC, and then a lot of the times you can crack your windows, but they don't do no justice in these trucks because they're so big. But you're definitely not going to have your windows rolled down because you're sleeping in areas that you're not familiar with. I mean, even if you're at a truck stop, you don't know who's going to walk up on that truck stop or whatever. So put the windows down. That's just out. And that's not going to make you more cooler anyway. So it's hot, and they don't want you to idle. That's like a federal thing. It's not just the company, you know. The company wants you to save fuel, and plus these trucks they cut on and off. Not on and off. They cut off after a certain amount of time. It's like an idle shutdown to save fuel and stuff like that. And it's ridiculous. And they don't want you idle, like, especially Walmart too. You can't idle on the properties, but their drivers have APUs, we don't. So, like, man, that's really getting frustrating. And then in the winter, you know, it's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be cold outside. So, like, am I supposed to freeze? I mean, you can put layers on and get a blanket, and, you know, you could get warmer, but when it's cold, it's cold. So I'm gonna need some heat flowing in this truck. So definitely gonna have to figure that out, because that's getting frustrated. Sometimes at night I wake up or toss and turn because it's hot. Like, look at me, I'm just sitting here and I'm sweating, and that's starting to get on my nerves. But what else would I was thinking about? I was thinking about, oh, a lot of people talking about the hair follicle test. I've been seeing that in a lot of videos, and they cracking down on it. So, you know, I see a lot of people asking this question, like, what do they do? Do they pee, or do they do hair follicle? Like, a lot of people always asking, what's the test? So, trick to that, you know what I mean? Don't do drugs, bruh. Like, don't do drugs, and you will be fine, bruh. You will be fine. Like, if you smoke and you want to be a truck driver, that's something you're gonna have to sacrifice. You're gonna have to give it up, man. You're gonna have to give it up if you want to get to the money. If you want to, you know, better yourself and do something that's gonna get you paid, you're gonna have to just stop smoking. And with the hair follicle thing, like, if you got people around you who smoke, you're gonna have to change your circle, because you can get it in your system like that. Like, they say mostly when your pores are open and you go around it, like if you was to get out of the shower and be around somebody who's smoking, it can get in your system like that. And I think it takes like 3 months or something crazy to get out of your system. And you want to be careful, man, because you never know when you're gonna get drug tests, or you never know when you're gonna switch companies and they require a hair follicle test, and you don't want that stuff on your record. That's the thing. Like, in this industry, like, that stuff goes on your record, and then nobody's gonna want to touch you. Like, and if you in a place and you trying to get a job, and you in the testing area to, you know, do your P test or whatever they're gonna do, and then you find out it's like hair follicle, and you walk out or you leave or something, they look at it as refusing a test. So a refusal is just like a failed drug test in a lot of places. So my thing and my advice on that is to leave it alone, or if you can't leave it alone, this ain't for you. And if you're gonna risk it all to do it, or to be around people who's doing it. Like, I mean, I know you got people, family members, your spouse, or people you grew up with that do it, and a lot of places it's legal, but you just can't be around when it's going on, because you got to protect your job. And if you want to take care of your family, you need a decent job. And like I was saying, a lot of these jobs that are good jobs, they require a drug test, man. So it's other ways to have fun, man, and to be at peace than smoking, man. Believe it or not, like, I know it's a hard habit to shake if you've been doing it for years and years and years, and but if you want better, you gotta do better, man. So on that note, they cracking down on it, so be aware, man, and tighten up. make sure you're good, make sure you're clean, man. Whatever steps you gotta do to take that. Like, if you gotta wait for a couple months, man, it's better off to wait than to go in there and fail the test. Is all I'm saying. But I think I'm gonna start working out, and while I'm sweating already, I think I'm gonna, do my first little 50 push-ups out here on the road and start trying to get back in shape. And the older I get, stay in shape. So as a truck driver, all you do is eat. I'm finding myself eating a lot, so I need to start working out. But that was just a little chat with y'all. Try not to make the video so long, because I need y'all watching them through. So smash the like button if you enjoyed this conversation, and I'll get with y'all in the next one. Peace.